on and off rain. It's actually pretty misty too. And it actually hurts a bit if I open the mouth a little too wide today. Ugh. I did look for some places, but I guess the availability is a little weird just because of all the COVID and stuff like that. But what did I read today? I guess the first one is this one. It says, drone crashes into Allegiant Stadium panel, causes 10K in damage. This was kind of interesting because apparently the guy tried to get his drone back. It says here, Metro Police are searching for a suspect after a drone reportedly crashed into Allegiant Stadium last month. The incident happened on the afternoon of November 21st. The drone crashed into a panel about 80 to 100 feet above the ground. The assistant manager of security told police the damage was estimated to be between $5,000 to $8,000, but the value of the damage has since been listed at $10,000 on a police report. Security footage revealed the suspect was even speaking with the security at one point. Security officers told the police the man was requesting for his drone back after it was seized following the crash. Can you believe that? He crashed his drone, went in, can I have it back? And I guess they said no or something like that. After staff refused to return the drone, the man fled in a black BMW X3 in an unknown direction. That vehicle was later found to be a rental, which was returned to Hearst Rental Company. The man is facing several charges, including destruction of property and unlawful operation of a drone. Actually makes me curious if that was the restricted airspace area as well. And I guess the other thing I read today, which you guys actually showed me, was kind of interesting. I often said things like arts and entertainment are actually a great way to lessen things like hysteria, for example. Many times it's how people develop things like their personal bias, I guess you could say. So this one's kind of interesting. It says, Ridley Scott inspires network rails cave exploring drone. When Hollywood director Ridley Scott filmed astronauts looking for aliens in his 2012 movie Prometheus, little did he know that it would one day inspire a network rail drone project. So it's kind of interesting. I guess there's all these caves and stuff like that where people are just trying to explore it for things like research, but it's way too tight and their old traditional method just isn't functional. So what they're thinking about is flying things like drones. So I guess like it says according to this, traditionally they use things like vast stretches of tracks to thousands of bridges, tunnels, and level crossings. And then one day I guess they gather around with a bunch of people saying, hey, we have this idea of how can we fly potentially, I guess, drones and stuff like that. And people were saying, you know, I saw like a movie that did something like that. So a lot of the inspiration came from the film, which was kind of funny. So as it says here, when Simon Watson, a robotics engineer at the University of Manchester, saw Mr. Rushington's drawing, he immediately piped, hey, I watched a film about that, he said. It's Prometheus. It's a well-known scene. In the science fiction blockbuster, 4 spherical drones whiz off into a creepy, unexplored alien structure, scanning it with lasers as they go in order to build up a 3D model of the environment. It's a tantalizing moment in which the human space travelers realize the enormous scale of the outlandish place they have stumbled upon. Mr. Rushton knew the film and so instantly recognized Mr. Watson's analogy, which got everyone at the table talking. A tool like that would be invaluable, says Mr. Rushton today. Not just for us, but for hundreds of applications around the world. So you can even see on, I guess, their research page and stuff like that, they came up with all these ideas of a drone going through a tube and all that, so it's kind of neat. You can see diagrams like this one saying deploying through a borehole, unfolding an alignment, cone for the Easter docking, and so forth. So it's kind of cool where a movie basically inspired stuff like this, which is actually shows again how it is important to get this stuff out there in that way too. And this quote says, movies make people dream, says Professor De Kroon. Researchers, they have an eye out for this kind of cool stuff that they would like to realize in reality. I guess what seems far-fetched may not be so far-fetched as time progresses, huh? And with stuff like this, it basically increases your imagination, and I guess if you want to say will and creativity to make it a reality. Monday would be the earliest in terms of finding any places, so I guess I'll have to wait till then. Alright, see you guys later.